What is up, peeps? So, the new Fortune's Keep map has been out for more than a few days now, and in those few days, I've racked up more than 20 hours playing this game. So I've got a pretty strong opinion on why I believe Fortune's Keep will not only just change Warzone forever, but it might just change every other battle royale that comes after it. But it's not all sunshines and rainbows out there. I do believe this map too has two major problems that need to be fixed ASAP. So let's jump right into this video. So first off, let's start off with what I believe needs to be fixed ASAP. And that is number one, the player count. And I know some people say like, no, like when I hot drop and there's just so many people and there's a lot of action, but I've put, again, a lot of hours into this game. I've been streaming 10 hours a day, just grinding this map. In 90% of the games that I play, like, when there's still 3/4 of the circle left, right? A huge part of the map left. There's like 10 people left, 11 people left. Every single time. Yesterday was actually one of the worst I've ever happened. Like, I just kept getting those games. Even if you get a good hot drop, right? And you drop and you get a bunch of people here and there just wasn't enough of those games where the people just lasted too long. And now, yes, one of the problems is the amount of people dropping, but there is a bigger issue at hand that is actually a pretty simple fix, and that is the number of buy stations in the map. And I think the number of buy stations in the map and where they appear is actually one of the most important reasons that determines whether the game will have a long life or whether it will just die super quick. There have been so many games where, for example, there is no buy station in town, right? Which is the left side of the map, where there's no buy station in winery. And not having a buy station in one of those areas literally removes 1/3 of the map. Just like that, boom, gone. And since the map is fairly new, right? And people are still figuring out where to go. And to be honest, there's really, even though the map is bigger than Rebirth, it doesn't really have that many areas to land. So, right? In terms of POIs, right? You got the left of the map, which is town, right? Where a lot of people land there. You got the middle of the map, which I forgot what it is, but it's where the fucking castle is. And then you got the right side of the map, winery. Obviously, you've got the, parts in between and on the outside. But generally, those are the three main POIs that people think of when they're dropping. So not having a buy station, when a buy station is not either on the left side or the right hand side, it just cuts off 1/3 of the map. Nobody drops there, and everybody hot drops in either of the two locations. And that causes already a small amount of player count to land in the same location. So that's why I feel like a lot of people, if you die quickly, you feel there is enough players, right? Because you hot drop, oh my God, you're getting shot from all over the place. You're like, God damn, like, I don't think they need to add more people. But if you actually make it out alive, right? If you actually win that hot drop, you'll notice after that, trust me, 9 out of those 10 games, there will just be nobody left in the game. And again, that is caused because of the low player count. And also, like I said, the buy stations, because everybody has to land at the same spot. Not even capping. There's been times where I pop a UAV, and if a buy station is not on the right-hand side of the map, there is not a single soul there. And really, why would you want to land there where you can't get your load out there? So now, again, those are pretty simple fixes. Overall, I think the map is great. Now, for the people that talk about campers and stuff like that, yes, I do think there is a lot of campers and a lot of place to hide. But again, I don't think, yes, it's partly, the map has partly fault. And yes, the map is responsible for that in times, but it's also the players and the ratty players that really make that happen. So they gotta make it a way, for example, they gotta add something like cold-blooded, or ghost that you need to be moving in order for it to work. So they could add something like if you're more than 10 seconds without doing anything, like without shooting, without plating up, just standing in a spot, you'll turn red. Like, boom, people will see you on your mini map. That's the only thing that they could do to counter that, or maybe return snapshots to what they were. I believe snapshots were the #1 rat counter. I really don't think people should get annoyed at snapshots because they really only work against you. I mean, if you're fucking camping in a corner, right? Obviously, they work in other locations, but I really do think the #1 is getting those rats out of the corner. But again, that's beside the point. I'm not really talking about Fortune's Keep exactly how it is and why I believe it's better than Verdansk and Caldera as it is in my thumbnail. The reason why I believe Fortune's Keep will change Warzone and Battle Royale forever is actually the size of the map and the movement that it has, just the general pacing of the map when the map works out, right? When there is enough buy stations and the lobby's healthy. I think this is the perfect size map and perfect pacing in a battle royale. I turned around when Caldera came out, it was the worst fucking map ever, and I just turned to Rebirth, right? And I play that shit all day. But I don't know if you guys noticed, even if you love Rebirth, still don't feel it's a battle royale, right? I mean, it's really not. And even when players get those 30 bombs, 40 bombs, are they really 30 and 40 bombs? I personally don't think so. First of all, because half of those kills are killing people out of the sky or farming the same team, which again, when you're farming the same team, you're killing the dude that just spawned in. He's got one less played. He doesn't have his perks. More than likely, he doesn't have his guns. So is it really a 30, 40 bomb? And when you get the win, is it really that satisfying? Does it count as a battle royale win? I really don't think so. So it's more like a multiplayer map. But then when I remember Verdansk and back in the day, right, and I'm playing Verdansk and stuff like that, I just do remember that maybe it was also a little bit too slow. You know, you could definitely get your 40 bomb games in Verdansk and stuff like that, and it was definitely super fun to play. But now it's just like, after playing Rebirth for so long, yes, I'm sure sometimes you'd like to play the battle royale aspect of it, but it's just like, are there too many? Is it too big? Is my question. And I think Fortune's Keep really brings an answer. So maybe you could make Fortune's Keep a little bit better, but I do think Fortune's Keep is like, again, the size of the map is a good size where it doesn't feel as fast and as, you know, super fast paced as Rebirth, where you're not really getting 30 bombs. I mean, again, for me, those aren't real 30 bombs as what you would get in Verdansk. So it doesn't feel like that, but it also doesn't feel as big as Caldera. So I think Fortune's Keep is just a perfect size. And then that will also come because the cappers in Warzone, the reason why they say they didn't keep Verdansk in was they said it was because of the size, right? If not, the game's file size would be huge, which again, I know it's capped because Battlefield 2042 had insanely way better graphics, a lot more shit in the game. If you combine all the maps they have, it would be about 6 or 7 Verdansk in the game. So, and it's less than Warzone. So, you know, there's something going on here. Either they're shitty at doing something with their game, there's something not right there. Nevertheless, that is the excuse that they gave, right? That they just couldn't fit enough space. So that's why it was either Caldera or Verdansk. So to combat this, imagine if you had Fortune's Keep, maybe a little bigger than Fortune's Keep. In theory, imagine right now we have Fortune's Keep, we have Rebirth Island, and we have Caldera. If you would add those all into the size of Fortune's Keep, you could really have like 4 or 5, right? Fortune's Keep map, and that would be perfect because I'm pretty sure there are people that don't like Fortune's Keep, right? Either they say it's for campers, it's a mini Caldera, they just don't like the way it looks. There's always going to be something about it, but what if you had 5 maps, 4 maps that were entirely different from each other, right? One was super futuristic, one was a Fortune's Keep, one was a jungle for the people that like Caldera, one was purely buildings, one was, you know, all different. And then you could apply, you know, you could kind of engage the whole audience, right? The whole audience would be happy with that. So that is why I think, and the reason why I think it could affect battle royales forever is one of the reasons why Warzone was the most popular game is, to be honest, you look at Apex and it's like, oh my God, 10 bomb, amazing kill game in Apex, right? Super boring. So Call of Duty started bringing these 30 bombs, 40 bombs, and always action and stuff like that. And that's why people love this. And I think Fortune's Keep and the size of Fortune's Keep could really bring that even much more to life, but still keeping that feeling, that battle royale aspect feeling that you enjoy and love. Again, I'm not saying that I don't think Verdansk should be back. I still think it's good. There's still going to be some times where you really want to get that full immense experience that you're playing, you know, a full game of battle royale and all that. But I do think that Fortune's Keep might be an amazing, it's like a good sweet spot in the middle of a super small map like Rebirth and a super big map like Caldera. Let me know down below in the comments what you guys think of this. Peace out, everybody, and I'll see you all in the next one.